Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy, Son TJ. How's it going, everybody? Me and Kendall are back for another podcast, and today we're going to talk about two subjects: the Dragon Ball Super ending and whether a predictable ending is bad, and Vegeta's role and did Vegeta get wasted. And you know what? Let's add on Toppo as well, because I want to talk about this as well, because a lot of people are saying that Toppo was wasted as well. And it's kind of interesting because you know how the Dragon Ball fan base works. They want something, then once they get it, they hate it. So, Kendall, how do you feel about Vegeta? Do you think that Vegeta really pulled his own weight? And did you see Vegeta was going to lose his tournament anyway? Or are you one of those few people who thought he was going to win it all?
Man, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Kendall back here again. Just wanted to give myself an introduction because apparently I'm not good enough to have an introduction, so I have to give myself one. It's cool though. But anyways,
He's petty.
pretty much, like, I don't feel like Vegeta was wasted at all. This is pretty much what I expected. I actually got a little bit more than what I was expecting for it in the actual, like, entire tournament of power.
We all thought when Vegeta first fought during the first fight, that nigga was going to take a major L and be done. But no, that man got a power up and a W until he got his next L.
And the crazy thing is, I just want to kill all the noise before it even comes up and happens. Everybody, don't get Vegeta get his ass whooped by Jiren. I just want to say this right now because this nigga Jiren is the most convoluted Mary Sue in this entire arc. He butt raping everybody. Vegeta ain't the only one. Goku done got butt raped by this dude about a good 5 times already.
The only thing that's gonna make me mad is that because like the story's telling us that Jiren's stronger than Beerus, right? The only thing that made me really pissed off because Jiren's role is to be the obstacle above God Destructions. If Goku beats Jiren and then they say no, Jiren was really not stronger than Beerus, that's the only thing I'm gonna be like, Jiren was a waste. I feel like Jiren was a waste of a character if he's not stronger than Beerus. Like, I feel like that was like the only time I feel like Jiren's just like useless in my opinion.
Literally, like, the thing is, Jiren isn't even that interesting of a character. Like, literally, all Jiren is just to be the strong person there.
There's the thing is,
like, I remember we were having a
conversation.
Yeah, we were having this conversation before offline where we were talking about about GT villains like the GT final boss Omega Shenron. At least Omega Shenron had like some motherfucking character or something to go along with his
Omega Shenron had like a sense of sassiness. The problem with Jiren is that he really doesn't have like charismatic really. He's just there. He's very silent, and then like we only get hype when he shows a little emotion. That's how most.
Yeah, I know, right? This is the like, you know, it's bad writing to me when the only time you get hype about a character is when he finally smiles 4 episodes before the motherfucking series ends.
The thing is, you could call it bad, but it's also effective as well because if we didn't care about this character, we wouldn't give a fuck if he was smiling or not.
That's fair enough, but at the same time, it's just like the character is bland. Like, he doesn't do shit other than just be swole. He doesn't have many special moves.
Well, let's go into the comment section. Let's hope that Jiren will show something in his backstory like Hit did in the past. Like, in terms of when he starts losing, I feel like that's the only time he will actually start doing it. Will it be enough information? No, but if it was something, I'll be happy. But
at least give a reason to why this man is overpowered. We're not going to get that,
We're not going to get that.
I know, right? But he doesn't do anything special. All he does is do the same shit, the same basic shit. He throws punches, he throws kicks, and he throws ki blasts. The nigga doesn't do anything.
The coolest thing about Jiren is his little eye attack and his like ultra speed punches. That was like the coolest thing.
But even then, the eye thing isn't even like, that's just been done in Dragon Ball.
Like, true. It was done when Goku was like trying to like bury Vegeta. Frieza's done it. Like a lot of people's done it. But back on Vegeta, right? Let's talk about Vegeta's entire arc, right? Because at the beginning of this arc, it seemed like it was more of a Goku Gohan arc, right? But then Vegeta, after he saw Goku and Gohan in their battle, he decides to get in the Hotbox Time Chamber, and ever since then, I think Goku and Vegeta are now tied for the most KOs because I think since Vegeta took out Toppo, that might have either made him equal to Goku or put him on like, or put him above him. I think it made him equals, I think. And like Vegeta has been really, really doing his thing. Like he hasn't really taken a major L. Even though he lost to Jiren, he came back with a new form. No one expected this. Like, we all knew he was going to lose to Jiren, but no one expected him to get a new form.
Him to come back and just be looking like, I'm Super Saiyan Dark Blue now.
Like, the only thing you could say is that might be a disappointment is that, like, it wasn't a big hype moment when he got his new form. Like, he got a bunch of statements saying this power is limitless and blah, blah, blah. But it wasn't no Ultra Instinct level of, like, display of a new form. It was.
You know, the only problem is if they would just put a hype theme music track behind it, then
well,
it probably would have
Vegeta
been
does
hype.
have his own theme music, though. Like, he kind of does. Like, remember the Final Flash scene? That's kind of like his theme music.
Man, it's just one of those things where, like... But you gotta admit, Vegeta's theme ain't no motherfucking Limit Breaker remix Ultra Instinct shit. Come on now.
Yeah, true. But the thing is that, look, I understand
that motherfucking theme song
like,
get you a hype just from it fucking popping up. God.
But let's like, I really want to be like fair to Vegeta fans because I troll them all the time. I really do, and I love it. But let's just be fair here. Like, Vegeta is literally the second favorite character of all time in Dragon Ball right now. It used to be Gohan, but literally Vegeta has taken Gohan's role. And Vegeta has kind of shown, like, throughout this entire series that Vegeta's gotten way more love in Super than he's ever did in Dragon Ball Z. Let's be completely fair. They've been giving him fan service throughout this entire show with his family. Vegeta's honestly way more likable than he ever been. Like, I used to low-key, like, Vegeta was still cool to me, but I thought he was just a complete asshole in Z. In Super, you actually kind of understand him more. Even though he's still an asshole from time to time, he's more likable. You actually understand his motivations in a more positive sense, and this would come off as very, pretentious. Like, Vegeta has just got so much shine, and he's taking on main villains. He doesn't have to beat them, but he's, like, competitive against them. Like, back in Z, like, we took on a main villain, it was always domination. Like, when he fought Frieza, domination. When he fought Android 18, domination. When he fought Perfect Cell, domination. Kid Buu, domination. It's been the same, but at least in, like, Super, even though he had his dominating moments, he dominated Black one time. He dominated Topo. He had his moments of dominating a big villain. And the main villain was Goku Black. So, like, there's plenty of times that Vegeta has improved, but we gotta be realistic here. I understand that a lot of people like twists and want twists all the time, but you gotta understand that Vegeta is not the main character. And I know this sounds redundant and it sounds repetitive, and I bet, like, the thing is, let me tell you something, I'm a Goku fan, right? And for me, I don't really see Goku fans always saying that Goku could beat everybody, but guess what? I know they exist. So I know Vegeta fans are saying that no Vegeta fan is really complaining about this. No. There are Vegeta fans complaining about this. You need to understand.
Seen on Twitter, on freaking Geekdom's Twitter, on Herms' Twitter, everybody.
Like, I understand people don't see it because you're fans of the character, but I need you to be unbiased and see that people like you who are not that reasonable, like you're reasonable and you understand Vegeta's role, that some Vegeta fans can't not accept him not being the biggest. It's the same like the Gohan fans. People are not going to like Gohan until he beats a big villain. But you understand that Vegeta has taken out a God of Destruction. You got to repeat yourself. You know how hyped up a God of Destruction was in this entire show? And Vegeta dominated him. And like, but yet, you can understand that, like, Topo was made for Vegeta. You understand, people for years have been complaining Vegeta always is behind Goku. He's always copying Goku to do this or that. But in Dragon Ball Super, he literally did everything on his own. You gotta give him credit. He unlocked Super Saiyan Blue on his own. He did not need Super Saiyan God to do that. He figured out a way to compete with Black on his own. He figured out a way to at least be on par with the Super Spirit Bomb on his own. He unlocked a form similar to Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken on his own. You got to give him credit where credit is due. He's made his own way, his own path. So you can't keep saying that Vegeta's not getting enough shine when throughout this entire show, they've been giving him nothing but shine and been giving him his own path to be his own great man. Like, here's one thing, here's the one thing that I want to talk about here. It's like, I used to laugh all the time when Vegeta lost because you could tell the way they wrote it, it was kind of like Vegeta is really getting his ass whooped, and it's low-key funny because Vegeta's making a bunch of wild expressions, like he really can't believe he's getting his ass whooped. But like, now in Dragon Ball Super, it's like when Vegeta loses, it's an actual reason why he's lost, or it's like respectable. Like for Hit, right? When Vegeta lost the Hit, it's because he didn't know how to counter his moves. when Vegeta lost to Black, it was a surprise attack. And like, I know I make a big joke out of it, but it was. And like, when he lost later on to Black, he was just stronger. But the thing is like, he wasn't completely outclassed by Goku. Like back in Z, Goku had Super Saiyan 3, or he had this. Now you can also say same thing about Kaioken, but Vegeta's Super Saiyan Blue was naturally stronger than Goku's for the majority of this show. So like Resurrection F and stuff like that. And like, even against big bads like Golden Frieza, we forget about that. He dominated weakened Golden Frieza, but when he lost, it was because of a weakness. Like, there was always a reason why Vegeta lost. So, like, it wasn't just because like he was that weak. It was like an actual reason. Like when he lost to Jiren, even then, like, he still figured out ways to counter Jiren if Jiren had to use more power that he used for Kakarot. Like, and even now with Jiren right now, he used up all his power fighting Toppo. Like, there's plenty of reasons. Like, you gotta understand this. Like, I had to really learn this with Gohan because, like, again, I'm one of the few fans that knows Gohan's true character. He doesn't always have to beat the main villain. But me, myself, I felt kind of like I don't know how to feel when he got eliminated. But you gotta see that throughout this entire arc, it really fulfilled Gohan's true character development. He went from trying to figure out who he was and, like, should he train or should he protect his family. He found a balance, and he had plenty of badass scenes being a warrior. And even throughout the end of it, he sacrificed himself to a plan, which he was the leader, and all he wanted to do was complete one of his plans. So his character arc was finished. Vegeta, he wanted to unlock his own power. He even had a moment saying, I don't even need Ultra Instinct. Guess what? He accomplished it. Now he's about to get eliminated. You gotta understand that these characters are gonna reach their character arcs and eventually get eliminated. They don't need to always have the big W. Not everything needs to be like the Cell Saga, where Goku quits and then someone else takes his spot. Like, I know a lot of people love that arc. Well, the thing is, I know a lot of people in the comment section are gonna be like, "Well, Goku's actually really defending Vegeta." Like I told you, Vegeta's my third favorite character, and Dragon Ball FighterZ has really helped me love and respect Vegeta to begin, because I can finally like stop like hearing all the fuckboy shit from Vegeta fans telling me how much Akira Toriyama hates his character. And I've been rewatching Dragon Ball Super a lot, and just like, they really showing Vegeta love. He's in the endings. He's right next to Goku. He used to be Gohan. Like, again, you gotta understand that just because Team 4-Star tells you this or that, a lot of outside sources, you gotta look at the main material and realize that it's not the Goku show. There's plenty of episodes and a lot of stuff showing different characters. Like, you can complain about Tien because the shows literally tell you Tien sucks, or a bunch of stuff like that. But again, like, there's so much stuff. This entire arc had plenty of episodes just dedicated to characters not Goku. Had episodes dedicated to Android 18, Krillin, Roshi, Android 17. Android 17's got plenty of love in this entire arc. Vegeta, Gohan, on subject, I'm going to say, but from the both of us, I feel like Vegeta really did everything he could. He really had a lot of shine. It's that a lot of you guys want that next step where he becomes the main character. And I'm telling you right now, you're living in a pipe dream. It's not going to happen. And I understand a lot of you guys feel like Goku's a shallow character, Vegeta's this or that. But the thing is that I understand your opinion, and guess what? I respect your opinion, but the fact is that he's not going to beat the main villain that's set up for Goku this entire arc. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is that does a predictable ending means it's a bad one? And here's what I want to discuss here, because there's plenty of endings with a lot of twists and turns, but the ending ends up disappointing, or it's an ending that's very predictable, but is very satisfying. Now let's talk about some twist endings that was actually really good. Like the Cell Saga. The Cell Saga is my favorite saga in Dragon Ball Z history. And the twist of it was that Gohan was the main guy to take out Cell. And a lot of people use this base as like a setup, like what a true Dragon Ball Z arc needs to be. Because a lot of people use that, like, we need someone to take over Goku's spot. But then later, there's different arcs where, like, in the Frieza Saga, arguably the best saga in Dragon Ball Z to a lot of people, Goku literally was predicted to beat Frieza, and guess what? That exactly happened, but a lot of people love that arc anyway. So, I'm just saying, like, if this arc ends with Goku beating Jiren, and it's predictable, if the fight is satisfying, then I don't think it's a bad arc just because you want a lot of twists and turns. Because a negative ending that happened that had a lot of twists and turns was the Future Trunks Saga. Me personally, I liked the ending, but a lot of people didn't like it because they wanted Vegeta to win. But a lot of people throughout that arc saying that they want Trunks to win. Then when it happened, they wasn't happy because they wanted Vegeta to happen, even though that was a twist itself. Yeah, like I feel like a lot of people need to understand, like, don't suffer from the Last Jedi effect when you're like, when you have so much predictions and you think your ending's way better, then when it doesn't come to fruition, you start saying that it's bad writing or it's a horrible ending. Okay, like you gotta understand that this has been foreshadowed this entire long ass arc that Goku was gonna like, because even throughout this entire arc, they've been saying gods are scared, gods are this, and a lot of people are even mad that Goku's about to master Ultra Instinct. And I'm just saying, like, this entire show has been built for these guys to master this self-movement stuff, bro. So, like, you can't really be mad when the show is about to end. Like, that'd be really weird if, like, they've been training with this entire show and they don't learn nothing. They don't master nothing. Like, that'd be crazy. And, like, the thing is, a lot of people are saying that Goku is mastering Ultra Instinct before Beerus. All Beerus does is sleep. He doesn't even really train anymore. So, if Goku surpasses Beerus, guess what? Yeah, like Beerus literally represents to someone who's like, he's so strong, but he has no motivation. He wants Goku to be that motivation. So don't be mad if he surpasses Beerus, because if Beerus starts training, guess what? He'll surpass Goku like that if he actually really serious about it. So like I said, you can't really be mad that Goku Vegeta, who's been training their entire life, finally surpassed a God Destruction who doesn't care anymore. That's the whole point of the show, is that he wants someone stronger than him. And like, even though it was hype that God Destruction is stronger than him, apparently no one is. So if a mortal like Jiren, who surpassed him, and then someone that Beerus has been training with actually surpassed him, guess what? It's going to give Beerus motivation. So all you Beerus fans, look forward to that. If Beerus is surpassed, guess what? Look forward to Beerus actually trying. You actually see a Beerus who actually cares. But yeah, I just say that just because this ending's predictable doesn't mean it's bad. Like, I know a lot of you guys just don't want Goku to win, but again, like, it's been set up. But for me personally, I feel like, because I really feel like Goku and Vegeta need individual W's, because I understand Vegeta is very popular, and I really wanted Ultra Instinct Vegeta, but I feel like if Vegeta did beat Jiren, it would kind of make it feel like, again, Goku and Vegeta can't really do stuff on their own. Like, I just want them to be able to be God Destruction level, or someone who's like damn near Angel level by themselves, because it's the end of the show, and like you want to see how far they've come. I don't really want them to kind of like, because again, the Buu saga would have been boring if Vegeta just dominated Buuhan, killed like and murdered them, and just wished everyone back. It was more interesting when Goku and Vegeta by themselves was able to beat Kid Buu, even though it was more of a way dumb plan. It was still more interesting. A lot of people, like, Vegeta fans are a very loud minority. Granted, Vegeta is the second favorite in most polls, but Goku is the favorite. Like, if the first name you come up in Dragon Ball, who's going to beat Goku? But I'm not here to make it a Goku Vegeta debate in terms of popularity. I'm just talking about how, like, I feel like Vegeta really wasn't needed, because Vegeta and Goku individually are more effective than Vegeta just winning it all. But I'm just saying, we already know right now that if Goku and Vegeta fuse right now, they'll fucking murder everybody. But the main thing is, we want to see what they can do individually. We want to see what they each can do when they push their limit. And we all want to see Goku as a master Ultra Instinct with like Shida, Takahashi, Naoki Taiti. We want to see how great that fight would look. So I'm just saying, just because it's so predictable. Like, and the thing is, here's a main argument that a lot of people are going to use. Goku always wins. And like, you understand, Vegeta has been winning, not in terms of like big wins, but he's been more of like winning his rounds in Dragon Ball Super more than Goku. Goku did not win the Battle of God Saga. He lost against Beerus. Goku did not win the Resurrection F Saga. Like, you could say he did, but Whis rewinded time and made Goku do it, because and you gotta understand that if Goku was caught in that explosion, Vegeta would have took out Frieza. Like, I understand a lot of people use the joke that Goku stole Vegeta's win, but like, he was the only one there to stop it. Like, Gohan or Piccolo wouldn't have done it. Goku was the only one. So you can say Goku stole the W, but in that situation, Goku's kind of forced to do it. Universe 6 Saga, Goku didn't win. Monaka won. Goku Black. Trunks kind of won. Well, Trunks took out Fuse Zamasu, then Zeno took out Immortal Zamasu. Then in this saga, it's the last arc, bro. Let Goku win. And I know this sounds very, odd to say let Goku win, but I know a lot of you guys have in your mind that Goku always wins. Goku has never really won an arc in most Dragon Ball shows. Like, it literally is always the last arc. Dragon Ball. Well, technically, yeah. I'm just talking about in Dragon Ball, he only really won in like the King Piccolo arc and the Piccolo Jr. arc. Dragon Ball, he won in the Frieza arc and with the help of everyone in the Buu Saga arc. And this could be the last time for a while that Goku actually gets his own win. And I know guys have it set in your mind because in the movies that Goku always wins, but like I just really think Goku deserves this. Like, is it just too much for me to say? All of it. The funny thing is that like the main argument I can see from Vegeta fans' point of view is that when Goku loses, it's not really made of a big deal. Like, it's very reasonable why Goku loses. Like, the villain was just too strong. But when Vegeta loses, it's placed in a position of humiliation. You know what I'm talking about? That's the only reason why I can see Vegeta's fans' point of view. Because yes, Goku. The problem, like, this is what makes Goku an interesting character for me, is that he's no Superman. He doesn't need to win everything. And like, it's even a misconception with Superman, because Superman doesn't win everything as well. But my main point here is that like, you never want a character who always wins. And a lot of people have this misconception that Goku is that character when he's far from it. The guy loses a lot and learns from his losses, and later on either challenges that same person and loses again or wins eventually. Goku has never been always winning all the time. Never has. Sorry, I felt like I cut in between this. Something happened, so we had to like cut off a little bit. But the main thing I wanted to end this off here, because we're kind of like going over the same points. Vegeta has really had a great role in this arc. He's really done in pretty much this entire show. So I feel like Vegeta has gotten way more credit than even me or Kendall even thought. Like, none of us thought he was going to get a new form. We thought he was just going to lose to Jiren. He surpassed all expectations. And a lot of characters in general throughout this entire show has gotten love. And I feel like a lot of people are kind of stuck with memes, always rocking that Vegeta always loses and he doesn't get enough shine when that's not really the case. Or Goku always wins and he gets all the shine when it's not really the case. And I feel like if Dragon Ball Super is a predictable fashion, I don't think that automatically means it's bad. I feel like if the execution is bad, then it's a bad ending. But if the execution is great, just like the Frieza saga, then don't say it's a bad ending because you predicted it a long time ago. But, yeah, guys, more content's going to be coming out soon. I might do more versus matchups. Let me know in the comment section down below if you watched all this. And yeah, Son Tijab, peace. Love you all.